Ready?
Yes.
1, 2.
If you look at my life, you see what I've seen. La-dee-da-da-da. If you look at my life, you see what I've seen. If you look at my life, you see what I've seen. Life can only be what you make it. When you're feeling down, you should never fake it. Say what's on your mind, and you'll find in time that all the negative energies, it will all deceive. And you'll be at peace with yourself. You won't really need no one else except for the man above, because he'll give you love, love, love. If you look at my life, you see what I've seen. If you look at my life, you see what I see. If you look at my life, you see what I see. Take your time, baby, don't you rush a thing. Don't you know I know we are all struggling. I know it is hard, but we will get by. And if you don't believe in me, just believe in Him, and He'll give you peace of mind. Yes, He will, and you'll see the sunshine. Yes, you would, yes, you will, and you'll have free your mind, and it will work out fine, fine, fine. If you look at my life and see what I see. If you look at my life and see what I've seen. Oh, oh. If you look at my life and see what I've seen. Yeah. If you look at my life and see what I see. Ooh, oh, 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 This is Kita P, and you are watching, tuned into another KitaPMusic Sessions. It's been a long time, but we are back. I am back with Brooklyn Blues behind the camera, capturing it all. So I have a really amazing special guest by the name of Eric, aka 88 Keys. How you doing today, Eric?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing okay. You know, we're competing with the planes out here, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, I would say nature, but it's not. It's not. Anyway, so yeah, you have kindly agreed to come on KitaPMusic Sessions, and I do appreciate you. And really, what I do here is just try to get to know the musician behind the music, really for people and musicians who are supporting the leads a lot more, and you see them in the background, but they really are a big support, an integral part of the music, and then the things that you're working on and what you're doing and what you aspire to be, because everybody has their own projects that they're working on, and especially creatives such as yourself. So, okay, now, the song that we did together was Mary J. Blige, My Life. So I have a question for you to start this off. Why did you choose that song?
So, to this song, I go to an open mic every Monday night on 218 West 35th Street, and they did a rendition of this song that I loved so much and admired. At the end, you're going to see I hold a bass note down as I'm playing the actual chords. So that's why I chose this song.
Did you actually begin on the keys, or did you begin with a different instrument?
Well, at first I started with the bongo drums, the drums and the bongo drums. And I have a very musical background, very musical family. So I started on the keys actually when I was 12. I'm 24 now. So it was about 12 years of experience on the keys.
Oh, and what did you when did you realize that the keys instead of the bongo drums, like when did you realize the keys that was your instrument?
12 years ago. My uncle, he played something that was very inspiring to me. And so I asked him, "Can you teach me how to play?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." So my first keyboard I brought for Christmas, they was playing with it, playing around. My first song that I learned was "Lean on Me."
Oh, okay. All right. Everybody knows "Lean on Me." Face. No, I'm joking.
And I actually teach music too at a academy that's right down the block from my house. I live in Queens. So I taught my student that song, actually, "Lean on Me." She's a beginner. She's also visually impaired.
What has been one of or some of the biggest struggles that you have faced with playing the piano?
Well, one struggle is reading music. I actually my major was music, and my first freshman year, they didn't know actually what to do with me, how to work with me. And it was very challenging and struggling for me because the music theory class was very visual for me, and they didn't know at all how to work with me, how to assist me. And so I changed my major to just music. And so I started taking classes at what is called the Lighthouse International for the visually impaired. It's a music school that helps musicians who are like me get better and tutor. So I took that for a semester, and then my first semester of sophomore year, I took music theory again, and they had a better understanding of how to do it and how to assist. And then I passed that, and then the second semester of my sophomore year, I declared music business, writing songs.
Thank you so much for that. That's very interesting that you would say that they weren't prepared, and that actually leads me into the spontaneous question for like institutions and people who are the teachers, the educators, for people who have, who are visually impaired. Like, what would you say to them when someone approaches them who wants to learn music and they're able to teach them? But like, what would you say to them that they really need in order to reach that student?
I would just say reach out to the student ahead of time to see what their needs are, and reach out to the agencies. And be understanding. Don't debase them and push them over. Get understanding first, and if you feel that that's not the right path, then be honest.
Yes, I totally agree. Live your truth and be honest in it. Okay. And when you started playing the keys and you were inspired, I think you said by your uncle, correct?
Yes.
Your uncle. Was there anybody outside of your uncle that you really looked up to when it came to that art form of playing keys or music?
Yes, of course, Stevie Wonder. And one of my mentors from my home church that I played for, Hezekiah Walker, Jawan Martin Miles, he was my mentor, and he really helped play a big impact in my life when it came to music.
Awesome. And who exactly in the moment right now, currently in 2019, who are you listening to right now as far as music, as far as keys, as far as just anything regarding music?
Anything. I'm listening to more. I get more into jazz. My jazz music piano teacher in college was named Charles Blinzick, so I'm listening to him more. I'm listening to more soul, of course, gospel, of course.
I like to keep these very short, and you definitely opened up a lot, so I appreciate that. I want to know, if you could tell your 12-year-old self, if you could go back right from all the stuff that you know now at the age of 24, and you could go back to your 12-year-old self, what would you tell your 12-year-old self, 88 Keys?
I need to get into classical music. Just get into more classical music, learning more classical music, reading sheet music and stuff.
Okay, cool. And what's next for you? What can we look out for, and where can we find you? And how about we not compete right now with these planes, and let's just be in the moment, and then we'll let these planes pass. Okay, so they're passing, and where can we find you?
You can find me Monday nights at 218 West 35th Street from 9:30 to about 1 a.m. They're very lively in there. So you can meet me there. You could also meet me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook, Eric Ballad Jr. You can also see me on YouTube, Leo Keys.
Thank you so much for just joining us and sharing, and I thank you for picking that song and just giving me the challenge that I needed vocally. Yeah, is there anything else that you want to say? I mean, all I can say is thank you, thank you, thank you. You are awesome. You're amazing. And I'm super appreciative of you coming down and playing keys with me.
Yes, thank you. Anytime.
Awesome. Thank you. This is Kita P Music Sessions, brought to you by me, Kita P Music, Apache Brown, Brooklyn Blues, Urban Version Media, all the above. And we're here with Eric, a.k.a. 88 Keys, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.